Solving Problems by Lisa Benjamin. In the United States, citizens elect their government representatives. That means the people who live and work in a town, city, or state vote for most leading members of their government. These members represent the people at different levels of government. Local governments make choices about how to run towns and cities. State governments make and enforce laws for states. Federal governments make and enforce laws for the nation or country. Federal, state, and local governments often work as a team to solve problems. For example, after an earthquake or floods from a superstorm, people might need food or shelter. They might also need help rebuilding homes. Roads and bridges may need fixing. All levels of government work together when a natural disaster strikes. Down here in the caption, it says on October 29th, 2012, Superstorm Sandy battered New York and New Jersey coasts. Winds neared 80 miles per hour. That's faster than you drive on the highway. More than 23,000 people lost their homes. More than 8.5 million people lost power. To help people through this crisis, FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, provided billions of dollars in relief funds. Today, state and local governments are still using this money to rebuild the areas hit hardest by the storm. I'm now moving on to paragraph 3. At other times, an economic crisis may lead to the state asking the federal government for support. For example, in recent years, the shellfish population of Washington State, the leading producer of shellfish in the nation, has declined. The cause was pollution and pungent sound in coastal waters. So paragraph 3 and 4 goes along with what is up here where it says Pacific Coast shellfish production. We see a pie chart and it talks about the money these states make from shellfish. So we have Washington State, not Washington, D.C., Alaska, Oregon, and California. Around 3,200 people work in Washington's shellfish industry. Paragraph 4. The decline in shellfish hurt the state's economy. Few people realize how important the shellfish industry is to Washington State and the potential for job growth. The then Governor Chris Gregory said, in fact, Washington's aquaculture industry contributes more than $270 million annually to the state economy. So that means each year, the animal life from the water is worth more than $270 million each year. So that's a big deal for each state. To protect Washington's resources, the state and federal government joined together. They formed the Washington Shellfish Initiative, WSI. Its goal is to improve the quality of Washington's marine waters. They also want to create jobs in the shellfish industry. According to WSI, as envisioned, the initiative will protect and enhance a resource that is important for jobs, industry, citizens, and Native American tribes. These are just two examples of how different levels of government can join together to help solve problems for citizens. So the name of the text was Solving Problems. The conclusion said that they gave two examples of how the different levels of government, whether it's local, state, or federal, can help solve problems for citizens.